Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani, your research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box. अगर मेरी आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है तो आप मुझे एक बार चैट बॉक्स में कमेंट करके बता सकते हो so that I know you all are with me live in this session. Pradeep ji, good morning, good afternoon. Murthy ji, good afternoon. Ajay ji, hi, good afternoon. Dinesh ji, good afternoon. Namaskar, आपको भी राकेश जी. Happy Gregorian New Year to you as well. Great. We just wait for a couple of minutes. In the meantime, voice is clear. Okay, perfect. Shrikant ji, hi, good afternoon to you as well. Rita ji, hi, good afternoon. So Nifty almost nearing the all-time highs. We are almost touching the 26,300 mark. So good momentum in Nifty. Mukesh ji, hello, good afternoon. So let us start off with today's mid-market session. Sajeev ji, good afternoon. Amol ji, good afternoon to you as well. Okay. So first up, Vinay ji, good afternoon. So first up with an update on the global markets. So the US markets were shut yesterday on account of New Year. Even the European markets were shut. Only a couple of Asian markets are open. So if you look at Nikkei is closed today. Kospi again, it's up around 2.27%. So Kospi continues to move higher. We just saw Kospi gaining around 75% last year, and it has started this year on a positive note. So a lot of flows have been moving to Russia, Kospi, South Korea since quite some time now. If we see Hang Seng closed around, I think it's up 2.44%. Shanghai, again, it's a holiday, so even the Chinese markets are closed. Nifty is up in the range of 0.6%. It's near about 26,305 now. Yes, we are again inching towards the all-time highs. Sensex again, it's at 85,600. So good momentum picking up in both Nifty and Sensex today. It's just that the FIs are still building heavy short positions and they are still bearish on our markets. But I feel a large part of this rally again, probably it's the DIIs and the retail that is probably taking the markets higher. Even if you look at mid cap, even mid cap is doing well today. So mid cap is up around nearly 1%. Even small cap is doing better. So we can see there is a broad based buying in the markets rather than some select pockets of heavyweights doing well. So even small cap is up around 7.7%, mid cap is up 0.9%, even micro cap index is up around 0.7% here. So we can clearly see that almost the participation is broad based. Now if you look at the macro indicators, dollar index की बात करें, so dollar index में एक pullback देखा गया हमने almost 97.5 से we have seen dollar index moving towards the 98 level, but however the overall trajectory continues to remain down. I feel जब तक हम 98.5 99 के नीचे रहता है, I think a falling dollar index is a good sign for emerging markets like us. If you look at the Indian government bonds 10-year yields, so the yields again have gone up today. It's up 0.5%. We are at the 6.6% mark. Ideally, we should go below the 6.5% level here. So any fall below 6.5, that could probably help our equity markets even more. But I think any move above 6.7, 6.8, that can again put pressure on our markets. If you look at dollar by rupee, so again, dollar seems to be gaining strength. So dollar by rupee was consolidating in a range since last 4 or 5 trading sessions. Again, we have hit the 90 mark now. So hopefully this should be a throwback. So where I think this should be a pullback here. I think post dollar falling from the 91 levels, I think it has again gone back to 90. Hopefully we should again see dollar moving down. But I think any move above 91 again, it's going to put pressure on the markets. But as of now, I think the markets are doing well. But I think this dollar needs to go down. I think nobody likes dollar strengthening against the rupee, especially the FIIs. They don't make money in our markets, especially when dollar is appreciating against the rupee. If you look at crude oil, so crude oil continues to be in the sideways zone. So around $56 a barrel on the downside is where the support is, while around $59 a barrel on the upside is where the resistance is. So as long as crude oil trades within this range, there is no cause of concern for our markets. India VIX continues to hover at the low levels. So today it's up. So today VIX is up around 3%. Yesterday it was down around 3%. But we are still at the historical end. The lowest end of our historical volatility. If we look at gold, so gold prices, I think, post the correction of 4% that we saw on 29th. It took support from the 20-day EMA, and again we are seeing some buying interest in gold coming in. It's up around 1.3%, and we are at $4,373 an ounce. Still the overall trend is positive for gold, and I feel the next important support for gold is around $4,250 an ounce. Any move below that can trigger further correction in gold. Sensex, silver again, post hitting the high of 83.75. It's kind of gone into a consolidation mode now with around $70 acting as a strong support. While on the upside, 82 continues to act as a strong resistance. So I feel as long as it trades above the 20-day EMA of 67, the overall trend for silver is also likely to remain positive. If you look at the FII positioning, so FII is again, they have started the year on a sell note. I think for the last 8 sessions now, if you see, they have been consistently selling in the cash markets. They have sold around 17,760 crores in just last 8 trading sessions. And even if you see the net index futures, though we have seen a mild short covering taking place in index futures yesterday, 8.84%, 8.86, and then we saw long short ratio mildly jumping to 9.43%. But having said that, still FIIs continue to hold only 9% long positions, and they hold around 91% short positions in index futures. So I think FIIs need to cover shorts. जब तक ये short covering नहीं आता है, तब तक हमें वो जो एक strong momentum चाहिए, जो जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं liquidity driven rally, the term that you use a lot, that will only come when FIIs start covering their short positions, and once the long short ratio improves. If we look at Nifty, so Nifty again, so yesterday we had a flat closing for Nifty. Nifty almost traded in a tight range with around 26,200 on the upside and 26,115 on the downside. So almost a flat day. Today we started off on a positive note, and Nifty continued to move higher, and it is almost nearing the all-time high levels. So I believe the all-time high, if you look at the daily chart, the all-time high is at 26,326, 26,310, 26,326 is the all-time high here. I think looks highly likely that Nifty might hit an all-time high today. The way Nifty has been moving in, I think 26,320 continues to act as a resistance. I think any move about 26,330 is only going to push the index higher here. So good trend. Hopefully Nifty continues now. I think post the downward sloping trend line breakout, we saw a pause in the momentum here, and after reclaiming the 20-day EMA on the daily chart, Nifty has continued to move higher. So don't go shorts in this market. Look for buy on dip opportunities. Nifty clearly is in a strong uptrend, and high chances are that today we might hit an all-time high in Nifty today. I think purely talking about an intraday support continues to be, if you just draw a trend line here, I think you can probably have a trend line. So I think intraday weakness can probably come below 26,275. बट अगर हम 26,275 के नीचे जा सकते हैं, तो हो सकता है शायद सेकेंड हाफ में थोड़ा प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ सकता है if we go below 26,275. But I think if we cross the 26,325 on the upside, Nifty can very well move higher today. Monthly chart again, even if you look at the monthly chart for Nifty, if you can see, it's again, it's nearing the all-time highs here. I think this level is very important, 26 330, that is the all-time high. I think if we get a breakout above this level, then high chances are that Nifty is likely to move up even higher. If you look at Sensex, so Sensex again, pretty similar story. So we had an extremely flat day in Sensex. So Sensex again, post the strong opening today, it continued to move higher. But overall, if you see from 10 o'clock onwards, the rally was just there in the first 1 hour of the day. But from almost 9:50 onwards, Sensex was kind of moving in a range. But purely from an intraday perspective, if you look at this level, the previous swing low, that is around 85 480, 85 500, that is likely to act as a strong intraday support for Sensex. And I think any move above 85 650, 85 660 can only push Sensex even higher on an intraday basis here. So I think below 85 480, 85 500, we can see some weakness and profit booking in the second half. But as long as Sensex respects this level on an intraday basis, chances are that Sensex is likely to keep moving higher. If you look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty again, if we see the daily chart, even Bank Nifty kind of looks stronger. So if you see, Bank Nifty gave a downward sloping trend line breakout on the 31st. So yesterday again we had a flat closing. It formed an extremely thin body candle. It's like a wafer thin candle on the daily chart with lower wicks, which indicates that there was some buying interest at the lower levels, but ultimately the index closed flat. But today again we are seeing a strong follow through in Bank Nifty. I think Bank Nifty, the previous high is 6114. I think we have a fresh high in Bank Nifty, guys. I think 60,152 was the high. So Bank Nifty has again made a fresh all-time high. So I think the momentum is well and truly back in the Bank Nifty space. The RSI has also gone above the 60 mark here. The DI plus is above DI minus in the ADX indicator. And MACD line also has given a crossover above the signal line, and it trades above the zero line as well. So all in all, uh, the price action structure is positive, and also the momentum indicators and oscillators support this price action here. So I think Bank Nifty can, definitely move higher. I think we can expect 6,300, 6,500 levels in the short term. I feel as long as it respects 60,000, that is likely to be an intraday support for Bank Nifty. जब तक हम 60,000 के ऊपर है, chances are that Bank Nifty is going to move higher. So not an index to be shorts. So Nifty, Sensex, Bank Nifty, the if you see the trend is positive, and Bank Nifty, Sensex, and Nifty, all three indices are likely to move higher. If you look at the heat map, again, there is a good support from all the sectors here. If we see the BFSI space, so we have seen PSU banks leading the rally in Bank Nifty. So we saw Bank of Baroda, Union Bank, Canara Bank, all these stocks doing well. And today there is a good support from the key heavyweights of the banking space. That is, HDFC Bank is up around 0.86%, ICICI Bank is up 1%. Bajaj Finance is up 1.79, Geo Finance is up 2%. Both your HDFC Life and SBI Life, both these companies are doing good. And SBI is up 0.6%. Though no support from Kotak Bank and Axis Bank, but the two key heavyweight stocks are doing well. So there is good support from the BFSI space today. And that is the reason why you are seeing a strong momentum in intraday in the index today. Again, good support from the IT pack as well. TCS and Enfi both in the range of 0.5%. Wipro is doing well today, 1.29% higher, and Tech Mahindra is up 0.58%. Good support from the oil and gas space. Coal India, again, if you remember, we had seen a breakout in Coal India, and Coal India is up around 5.8%. So strong movement in Coal India. So Coal India continues to be the top gainer for Nifty today, followed by NTPC, which is up around 3.5%. So good support from the three key heavyweight sectors, your BFSI, IT, and oil and gas. Then we had the auto numbers coming in. So good momentum in auto stocks as well. Maruti is up 1.5%, Mahindra is up 1%. Passenger vehicles, I think, though it's up 0.78%, but the overall chart structure for Tata Motors passenger vehicles is still in negative. If you look at the FMCG space, so this is one particular sector that continues to lag behind. Though, if you look at Dabur, Marico, and a couple of other names from the FMCG space, they are kind of doing well. But I think ITC continues to move down. Nestle India is down around 1%. NTPC is up 3.5%. Power Grid is up 1.24%. Metal, guys, I think metal for for some time it is even in the RRG webinar we saw that it's in the leading quadrant, and metal is almost, it has hit its all-time high. So even metal is one sector that is extremely doing well. So Hindalco continues to move higher. It's up around 2.5%. Tata Steel is up 0.5%. Grasim is also up 0.61%. So barring ITC and Nestle India, barring a couple of these FMCG names, almost all the counters are in positive. L&T is up 0.64%. BL is up nearly 1% today. Adani Enterprise, so yesterday we saw good traction in all the Adani stocks, whether it was Adani Green, Adani Enterprise, Adani Power, and today even Adani Enterprise is up around 0.55%. Max Healthcare is up 1%, though the overall healthcare space is still under pressure. Adani Ports, again, it's up 0.5%, where Trent again is seeing some rebound from the lower levels, though the chart structure still hasn't improved for Trent. Trent is also up in the range of 2.7%. Now, talking about the key sectors to watch, now, if we see where the momentum actually is, I think what we can do is, we can probably look at the ratio chart. So, what I will do is, let's look at the sectors which are in strength. So, if you look at the CPSE space here, so CPSE is one sector that is showing some strong rebound from the lows. So CPSE is one strongest looking sector. Apart from that, energy is also seeing some rebound from the lows here. Auto, if you see, it has held above its upward sloping trend line, and auto, the ratio chart continues to move higher. So auto is also doing well. Realty, though, there is some traction that is seen in the realty space, but overall, realty is one sector that continues to lag. So filhal ke liye avoid realty stocks, though there are a couple of names like Phoenix Mills, Oberoi. These are showing some improving chart structures, but still, I think even realty is one stock that probably can do well. But for now, it is lagging. EV again continues to move higher. Commodities, it's given a fresh breakout. If you look at consumer durables, so consumer durables also as a sector is down. You can clearly see that the ratio line is moving down here. So avoid realty, avoid consumer durables. Capital markets is relatively flat. So all your capital market stocks like your BSE, CDSL, CAMS. So there is no lack of clear directional momentum in these counters. So you can avoid capital markets also for now. Metal, I think it's probably the best performing sector. Clearly, we have gotten a breakout on the daily chart here. So metal can continue to outperform. All your housing companies, that is also seeing a strong rebound from the lows. PSU continues to do well. Financial services, I think financial services also on the cusp of a breakout. I think once we get a breakout about this, even your financial services stocks can do well. Apart from that, even manufacturing. So what I feel is, I think manufacturing seems like there is some revival in manufacturing index, guys. So if you see almost all your stocks, all the companies that are involved in manufacturing, uh, those stocks are doing well. We'll discuss the stocks in some time, but I think manufacturing by Nifty's ratio chart that has given a fresh breakout today. So clearly there is some revival signs that we are seeing in the manufacturing stock. So keep a focus on manufacturing companies. Probably with also the budget around the corner, there could be some incentives for the manufacturing companies as well. Media is one another sector that continues to lag. So realty, your media, capital markets, stay away from these sectors for the time being. Infra, again, it's doing well. Bank Nifty is doing well. Private banks is doing well. Small cap, I think we still need some healthy momentum in the small cap space, though we are seeing some rebound from the lows. I think it's better to selectively look at some small cap stocks because the overall chart structure is yet to improve. Defense also continues to go down, guys. I think it's avoid defense companies also for now, because clearly there is no strength in the defense space. Capital goods is also down. Pharma continues to move down. IT again, it's strong. Uh, but the moment in IT sector has relatively been choppy. We are seeing a couple of days where IT goes up, then 2 दिन ऐसा आता है जहाँ पे IT नीचे आता है. So you can consider IT. FMCG, it's a clear no at this point of time, because clearly it is underperforming the benchmark index. Between gold and silver, gold, the ratio chart is going down, so that clearly means that silver is the one that is outperforming. Oil and gas, also keep an eye on oil and gas. All your Hind Petro, BPCL, if you see from the last couple of days, they are doing well. Tourism, avoid tourism stocks as well. Clearly there is no strength in the tourism space. Healthcare bhi avoid karna, because clearly there is no momentum in the healthcare space as well. So healthcare, tourism, realty, media, FMCG, defense, capital markets, avoid all these sectors, because these are the sectors that are showing less relative strength compared to the benchmark index. Now, talking about the key stocks to watch out, if we look at the stocks that are showing a positive price action structure on the daily chart. So Sansera Engineering is one counter that has given a fresh breakout on the daily scale. It has also held on to its 20-day EMA here. So it's very important for the stock to hold above 1780. That's a strong support for the stock. As long as Sansera is able to hold above 1780, chances are that the stock is likely to move higher. Like I said, manufacturing by Nifty has given a fresh breakout. So keep an eye on the manufacturing stocks here. Now, I have also handpicked some manufacturing names. Hindalco, if you see, Hindalco has been in a healthy uptrend since quite some time now. And today is also, it's up around 2.4%. Although it is part of the metal space, it's also part of the manufacturing index as well. So for Hindalco, the immediate support is around 880, 885. As long as Hindalco holds above 880, 885, the trend is likely to remain positive. Apart from that, Supreme Industries, if you see, काफी टाइम से एक डाउन ट्रेंड में था, and then there was a pullback, and then the stock consolidated, and the stock is now looking to move higher again. So it's not that after having fresh lows, the low kind of stopped here at around 3,260, and we are seeing again fresh buying interest emerging in Supreme Industries. Although it trades below 50, 100 and 200 EMAs, but definitely there is some traction that is building up on the downside. So the immediate support is around 3,250, 3,300. As long as Supreme Industries stays above this level, as long as it doesn't break this previous swing low, the overall trend for Supreme Industries is likely to be positive. If you look at Polycab, even Polycab is seeing some strong buying interest. I think it came close to its 200-day EMA almost on the 9th of December. And then we saw, it's steadily holding above its 200-day EMA. Again, there was a scare on 17th of December, जहाँ पे हम फिर से almost 200-day करीब 200-day EMA हमने टच नहीं किया था, बट एकदम करीब आ गए थे. And clearly the momentum has picked up in Polycab. It is also above its previous swing high, which is around 7,670 levels. So I think important support is around 7,500. So as long as Polycab holds above 7,500, chances are that it can continue to move higher. Again, Mahindra and Mahindra, which is again part of the auto index, it's also part of your manufacturing index as well. So Mahindra and Mahindra, I think, post the downward sloping trend line breakout, it has steadily moved higher. So you can see almost almost 1.3% a day prior, 1.4% yesterday. Again, it's up around 1%. RSI has jumped sharply from almost 43 to 66. There is a crossover in the ADX as well, with DI plus crossing over DI minus, and you can see the green histogram bars are rising. It is above the signal line and zero line. So clearly there is good strength and momentum in Mahindra and Mahindra as well. Apart from that, BHEL also, continues to do well. It is trading above its previous swing high of 295. It's very important for BHEL to close about 295. The immediate support is around 285 here. So as long as BHEL holds about 285, chances are that even this stock is likely to do well. Apart from that, if you look at PFC, REC Limited, these stocks are also seeing some strong rebound from the lows. Ideally, if you see, almost it was at around 325, and we've been avoiding PFC and REC for some time now. So when this pullback happened, ideally we thought, okay, we can't actually call this pullback as a trend reversal because the structure has been down since quite some time. Then post the pullback, the stock kind of consolidated in a range from almost 356 to 350. That was the tight range that it was moving in. So if there was more weakness in the stock, ideally the stock should have fallen even further down, and it should have broken this previous low of 330. Going by what we have seen, how the stock behave in the past year. But I think post the rebound here, it consolidated, and again there is a renewed buying interest. So that clearly sees that, and you can see that the buying has come in with good volumes as well. So as long as PFC holds about 355, the chances are that PFC, REC Limited, even REC has a very similar chart structure. So hopefully these companies can kind of do well. So 355 is a strong support. As long as the stock holds about 355, chances are that the stock can move higher. And the last stock is Voltas. तो अगर हम Voltas की बात करें, though the overall consumer durable space is kind of not doing well, the sector as a whole is not doing well. But I feel Voltas, there is one strong resistance around the 1460 1465 zone. I think this is going to be a major resistance for Voltas. I think once Voltas takes out 1470, then I think chances are that we could see a fresh leg of rally on the upside. But for now, even we can see a higher low formation on the daily chart. So it's very important for Voltas to hold above 1380. As long as it holds above 1380, the overall trend is likely to remain positive. So that was all about today's bid market session. I hope it was informative. And that was also the last mid-market session for this particular week. So now let us start off with our question and answer session. If you have any queries, any doubts, please let me know in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer them. Sir, promise to look into small cap sector. I don't know, maybe there could be some selective buying in the small cap space. If you look at the small cap index here, so clearly if you see it, we are still well below the all-time highs. The all-time high for small cap is around 19,236. We can't really call this as a trend reversal, because if you see this is high here, then again there was a high around 18,520. Then we had a lower high around 18,400. Again, there was a lower high at around 18,000. Yes, there is some buying that has emerged from the lows, but still can't call it as a trend reversal. Only select pockets of small cap names are doing well. Sorry, I didn't. I completely forgot that, Sudhakarji. I'm extremely sorry for that. Monday, pakka. Monday, I'll get the data for small cap. I wanted to show you the data how small cap has moved, but I think Monday surely I will come to you on that. I think it just skipped my mind. I think sorry for that. Abhinandan ji, छोड़ दो आप बोला, because honestly speaking, again, ये होगा क्या पता है, 40 आपको ललचाएगा, ये लेके जाएगा 45 50 तक, और फिर से वो नीचे आ जाएगा 30 तक. So I think it's better to avoid Ola. वो काफी उसका first it is also losing its market share, plus there are so many issues that is going around Ola here. It's better to avoid Ola for now. IndusInd Bank is good for swing trade. IndusInd Bank, yeah, I think IndusInd Bank is good. Again, अगर हम देखेंगे तो एक डाउनवर्ड स्लोपिंग ट्रेंड लाइन ब्रेकआउट मिला है. आई थिंक 865 का स्टॉप लॉस, you can consider around 865 as a stop loss, and chances are that it can kind of do well. As long as it holds above 865, it can do well here. Power grid, I think Kalyani ji is asking for recommend which market, Japanese and Korean markets. Unfortunately, there are no ETFs. But maybe Nikkei, Hang Seng ek ETFs hai. Maybe you can consider looking at that. I might need to look for some information regarding that. जितना मुझे पता है, I think Kospi का बीज नहीं है, but I'm sure there is Asian markets में invest करने के लिए So there are some funds which invest in US, China, and some other developed and emerging markets. एक particularly focused Japanese ETF नहीं है. I might have to look into that. Power grid again, still too early to call it as a trend reversal. I will say I would still avoid fresh buy in power grid. Maybe 260 as a support. If you are holding, then consider 260 as a support here. But if it goes below 260, it's better to avoid. Amber Enterprises. नहीं अवॉइड कर रहा अंकित जी, ये ऑलरेडी ये काफी स्टॉक डाउन ट्रेंड में ही है. आई थिंक जब तक हमें 6800 के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट नहीं मिलता है, it's better to avoid. How to enter Korean markets right now? See, there are no particular funds which is extremely focused on the Korean markets. जितना मुझे मालूम है सुधाकर जी, I don't think we have a Kospi का bees. I'm not sure if we have a Kospi bees here. No, I think we have Hang Seng ETFs, if I'm not wrong. So you can see there is Hang Seng Tech India ETFs hai ek, but I'm not sure if we have a dedicated ETFs for Korea. I think they invest in China, US, Korea, and some other stocks here, but they don't have a dedicated fund to invest in Korean markets. Shushmita ji is asking for Bharat Forge. Bharat Forge is good. You can continue to hold around, consider 1140 as a stop loss for Bharat Forge here. Tata Motors continue to hold. I think ride the trend, Harish ji. No point in booking profits. It's hit a fresh high today. Maybe थोड़ा सा हल्का होना है तो आप थोड़ा सा पोजीशंस आप हल्का कर सकते हो, but maybe you can trail the remaining to around 430. Keep trailing the stop loss higher and ride the trend here. I'm new here. I would like to understand about SBI Securities, how to contact you. Maybe you can look up to our website. Maybe you can get in touch with any of our relationship managers. If you go to SBI Securities website, you can give a call on our customer care number. Can I buy Jindal Steel at CMP? Jindal Steel is good. I think आज सचिन जी शायद है नहीं सेशन में. I think we had discussed this a couple of days back. There was a double bottom neckline breakout. I think you can. I think if though I feel ideally somewhere 31st would have been an ideal, but I think if you are entering, then probably you can have around 1040, 1035 as an SL. Maybe you can have an SL of around 35-40 points. Okay, I think Kalyani ma'am is asking for RRG, so let me open up RRG as well. Just a second. So we can also look at which are the sectors that are doing well, which are the sectors that are improving. Yeah, so this is the RRG chart here. Okay, so we don't need certain things here. So let me untick all this. Just a second. Okay, now, okay, you can clearly see that there are a lot of sectors that has come in the leading quadrant now. अगर आप देखोगे ये बैंक्स, प्राइवेट बैंक्स कल 2 दिन पहले लैगिंग क्वाड्रेंट में थे, अब ये सारे लीडिंग क्वाड्रेंट में आ गए हैं. मेटल्स में थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेंथ थोड़ा सा कम होते हुए नजर आ रहा है. पीएससी इज ऑल्सो गोइंग डाउन, ऑयल एंड गैस इज गोइंग डाउन. एनर्जी में जो स्ट्रेंथ था वो भी नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है, बट आई थिंक क्लियरली यू कैन सी द स्ट्रेंथ इज इन दीज पॉकेट्स. योर प्राइवेट बैंक्स, फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज एंड निफ्टी बैंक. This is where the strength lies. So these are the 3 sectors that are doing well. Manufacturing from weakening, it's moving to the lag. I mean, it's still in the weakening category. मतलब अभी भी strength है, but इतना momentum आया नहीं है. Auto में भी strength है, but only select pockets of auto are seeing some momentum here. The sectors to avoid would be FMCG, healthcare, pharma, realty. We have already discussed these sectors are in the lagging quadrant. Nifty media again avoid that because वो improving है, but again momentum है but strength नहीं है, but and also the tail is pointing downwards. So the strength lies in Nifty bank, private banks and financial services, guys. Australia ETF may be good as commodity is doing good. For now, commodity is doing well, but I think whether this rally will sustain, that is something that because already metal में अगर हम देखेंगे पिछले एक साल में काफी strong इसमें momentum. The sector has done well in the last 1 year. I think if it continues, I think that is something that needs to be seen. Avoid Magnificent 7 in US unless you can observe 30 to 40% drawdown during November or December 2026. Yeah, so there are funds, लोग पूरा Magnificent 7 में नहीं है, but they have some tech stocks. There is some exposure to Chinese markets as well. Then there is some stocks that are Japanese. So उनका एक concentration है. I think that probably that could be one good SIPs that you can consider having. अगर आपको global markets का exposure चाहिए, maybe these are fund of funds. I mean, these are some funds that you can look into. हाँ, ये RRG पेड है आके जी. ये वेब स्ट्राइक ये आपको ब्लूमबर्ग में और वेब स्ट्राइक में मिलता है. यूजुअली ये पेड वर्जन पे ही आता है. किर्लोस्कर ऑयल इंजिन्स good. I think you can continue holding with around 1210 SNSL for Kirloskar oil engines. KPIT Tech avoid करना. KPIT Tech इसका structure थोड़ा weak है. I think below 1145 the price can fall down even further. RVNL after an impulsive move एक chance ले सकते हैं दिनेश जी, but I think it's very important that it needs to hold about 350 because if it comes below 350 थोड़ा सा in a strong wait for some sizable bullish candle to be formed on the daily chart here. थोड़ा अगर एक strong candle अगर बनता है ना 365 370 के आसपास, then you can probably take a chance with around 350 as an SL. How to get a ratio analysis of different sectors? आई थिंक श्रीकांत जी मैं आपको बता सकता था, बट आई थिंक मैंने ना इसके ऊपर एक डिटेल वेबिनार लिया है. सो इफ यू गो टू SBI Securities YouTube channel, you can see a lot of videos. Under that you can see how to find how to identify sectoral trends using ratio charts. So you will find a video with this name. So there I have explained what this ratio charts means और हम लोग इसको वॉच लिस्ट में कैसे ऐड करते हैं. सो वहाँ पे मैंने डिटेल 1 hour में पूरा समझाया. You can actually go through that. And in case if you are having any difficulties, you can ask me in Monday's session. Sir, Edelweiss fund of funds are for Chinese and USA. I think I've come across such funds which has some exposure to China and US. China again, it's good to have some exposure to US, China, Japan. See, the only worry is अगर आप कॉस्पी इंडेक्स देखोगे, कॉस्पी इंडेक्स हैज काइंड ऑफ rallied a lot. Almost 70-75% a year. I'm not sure if Kospi can replicate that same kind of returns in the next year as well. So rather than having your portfolio concentrated towards only Korea or only Japan or only China or only maybe the other emerging markets or only US, it's better to have a fund which has exposure to US, India, China, Japan. That means the top companies of, let's say, Europe, China, Japan, etc. So it's good to have one fund on that. Maybe you can also consider having an SIP. Probably we'll have a separate webinar on this. I think considering a lot of people are asking me this, maybe we can have a separate webinar on how you can invest in global markets with different funds that are available out there. मनोहर जी, रिवर्सल अभी आया कि बोल नहीं सकता, बट क्लियरली थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट लग रहा है. अगर हम IRFC भी देखें, थोड़ा सा मोमेंटम आने दो. आई थिंक IRFC नीड्स टू होल्ड अबाउट 122. जब तक 122 के ऊपर है, ओवरऑल द ट्रेंड इज लाइकली टू रिमेन पॉजिटिव. पूरा उभर के आया नहीं है रिवर्सल, बट हाँ डेफिनेटली एक साइंस है. बट आई थिंक रेलटेल में भी आई थिंक वंस इट टेक्स आउट दिस प्रीवियस हाई ऑफ 385 390, then even रेलटेल can keep moving higher. Sir, considering the rally of metal stocks, can we consider buying metal? Not now, Manohar ji. Avoid metal ETFs for now. Already ऊपर चला गया, काफी ऊपर चला गया. Wait for some correction in metals. Maybe then, but right now not a good time to enter into metal ETFs. Already it has given 30-35% returns. भले ही strong है, but like I said, it's too to enter at these levels. I'm not very convinced about that. Where Hinging, maybe I think you can consider 605 as an SL. I think if it goes below 605, you can consider exiting. But like I said, metal stocks में अगर आपके पास already है तो keep trailing. Don't look for selling. जब तक ऊपर जाते रहता है थोड़ा उसको ट्रेल करते जाओ, एटलीस्ट रिकवर योर कॉस्ट एंड एटलीस्ट रिकवर सम पोर्शन अबाउ योर कॉस्ट एज वेल. So Vedanta also you can consider around 590, 595 as an SL for Vedanta. US power ETFs is good as they are lagging China by a lot. One big beautiful bill will ignite the sector along with blockchain sector. Yeah, that's also there. But again, yeah, in uske liye, but then you will have concentration towards one particular country. But that's good. I think if you are conviction, I have not had a chance to go through that US power ETFs. मैं एक बार देख लेता over the weekend. Let me have a view on that. If we look at VBL, it's good. It's kind of improving. Maybe we can take a chance with around 480 as an SL. You can consider 480 as an SL for that. Himaji is asking for Madani. Midani, if I'm not wrong, or it's Madani. Midani होगा. So Midani again, I would say थोड़ा अवॉइड करना, मे बी 365 370 के ऊपर आप इसको कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. बट अगर ऑलरेडी है तो अराउंड 335 का एसएल रख के आप होल्ड कर सकते हो. Same goes for rights as well. Rights maybe wait until we get a breakout about 255 260. I think below 235 it can go down even further. GMDC is good. You can continue to hold GMDC. Consider having 580 585 as an SL for GMDC or Natco Pharma. Avoid Natco Pharma जब तक 950 के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट नहीं मिलता है. It's better to avoid Natco Pharma. Tech Mahindra, wait for 1645 to be taken out. If you are holding, then probably you can consider having 1590 as SL, but I think wait until 1650 is taken out on the upside. Sale, continue to hold, keep trailing your stop loss higher. फिलहाल के लिए आप अराउंड 144 के आसपास, आप 140 to 143 के आसपास आप ट्रेल करके रख सकते हो. इवन फॉर एफएसएल अवॉइड करना. ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर वीक है. जब तक 355 के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट नहीं आता है, इट्स बेटर टू अवॉइड एफएसएल. Kalyani ma'am is asking for Indus Tower. Indus Tower is good. I think you can continue to hold with around 420 425 एक सपोर्ट लेके आप कंसिडर कर सकते हो. I think it has given a fresh breakout today and you can continue to hold there. Clear. So I guess that's all from today's mid-market session. I hope it was informative. So that brings us to the last session of this week, and wish you all a very happy weekend. That's the first weekend of 2026. And now I'll directly see you on the 5th of January, guys, on Monday for the session, for the mid-market session at 12:30 on SBI Securities channel. Until then, bye, guys. Take care and stay safe. Take care, guys.